Hello everyone, welcome back to IndianCoding.com. Today we are going to study about React Render HTML. So let's see what is it. React's goal is in many ways to render HTML in a web pages. Okay, so React render HTML to a web page by using the function called React DOM.render. Okay, here I have given all the codes here and the definition, and I have commented out all the things. Okay, so whatever things are required, I will remove the comment from it, and then you will be able to understand. So what is the render function here? We need to understand what is the render function. So we should know how to use the React DOM.render of. So inside the render function, we should know the React DOM.render of function takes two arguments, an HTML code and an HTML element. Okay. The purpose of the function is to play the specified HTML code inside a specified HTML element. Okay. So what happens in React, it will take the particular function as which is called the specified HTML code, and it will work on the inside the HTML element. Okay. So but render where it will render? It will render in index.html. Okay. As I showed you here, that is how you need to work. So this is the normal way how you should write it. This is the format of writing here. Fine. So first you have to import everything, and inside the react.dom.render, you have to write all the script that is needed. Fine. So here I have given document.get element by ID. What is the ID name that represents? That is the root. Here I have mentioned. This is the normal format I have given. For example, the ID name, I took the root. That is why I have given the root. Okay. So that is the two process you need to mention. You have to, like, in this folder there is an index.html file. It will definitely render over there only. Okay, so you will notice a single div in the body of the file. This is where the React application will be rendered. Okay, so that is how it is going to work in case of the render activity. So now I'm going to show you some code here, so you will be able to see it properly. Fine. So here on screen you can see that in app.js, here we save what page we need to run. For example, if we are writing .app.css, so it will run the CSS page, means all pages that is requirement. Okay, now I am writing hello inside the h1, hello React, and now after writing this, you can understand that I have created the div and I have given the div name. I am running this particular code. So once I'll run this particular code, you will get the output for it. Okay, so here div, inside the class name I have given the app header, class name is app header, and then I have written the div there. Okay, so that is how you need to write it. Fine. So these are the few things that you need to mention. I have mentioned very common things right now. So when you create a variable that contain the HTML code, you have to display in the root node. Okay, that is what we need to tell you, because we have to create a class if we want to display anything. Fine. So that is what I'm saying. Now, if you want to run it, you have to give the terminal over there, and there is a code to run this code that we need to write. Fine. After writing that, then only you will be able to write. So what you need to write, will write here. First, let me start it. So we have to write yon start. Fine. After that, let it load. Once you load it, you have to mention React script start. Okay. So I have commented out everything, and here I have given the div is equal to root. I have to mention, check it once. Okay, yeah, so all is going good here. You can pause this particular video and read this all the codes properly, so you will be able to understand it. Okay, so let me check the error. There are few errors. We will just correct this error, and then now is okay. Okay, everything is good. Now let me check source and index public. Fine. I will close the details. Notes is okay. source codes, yeah. Then index file. I have mentioned all the index file correctly. So these are the details you need to mention. You just focus on how to write this particular code. In further classes, we will study about more things, how to do this. So here I have mentioned everything. Right now, you just focus how to write, what is the syntax of writing, how to write it. This is the format you should write. You have to give the div name, and you have to give the particular class name for the div, and then you will be able to mention. Everything should be mentioned in the app.js, so that it will run properly. Okay, so that is how you can mention there. Okay, so these are the things we need to mention here. So these are the format like get ignored, these things all are important. It should be built like this. So by using this video, you can also update your particular Visual Studio according to this. So once you'll run your code over there, once in further studies we will run more codes. So once we'll run this, you will be able to understand how to do it. So you will not face any problem in that case. Okay, so these are the format how to write it. Okay. Fine. You can check here. From here, I'm showing you all the content, all the folders here, how a particular file should be updated. So you can check every package properly. Package should be installed. In case of package, once you installed any package, you cannot uninstall it. It is installed over there. You cannot delete it. So if you're installing anything and that thing is not working properly, you have to take the whole file again. Okay, so you cannot uninstall it. So install it properly. Otherwise, your code will never work. Okay, it will you will not be able to run your code. Always error would be there. Okay, so that is, you have to install the file perfectly. Just check all these things in your computer, what I have mentioned here, everything should be mentioned in your Visual Studio too. Okay, so you just check it, and this is the way you can write it. If you want to start a measuring performance in your app, pass a function to log a result. You have to write it report web console.log, or send an analytics endpoint. Learn more in your in this website. Okay, so you will be able to learn more things in the further classes. Okay, but this is the normal format you need to work on. I have given you all the details here. You can check. In further classes, we'll start the real program, how to work on it. I have given all the information right now about the codes, how the app and index, and what are all the gadgets should be installed. So that's all for today's class. Tomorrow we'll study about more features related to React. Thank you so much.